Okay, so let's talk about reducing your toxic load. You're going to find a few doTERRA ebooks below in your resources, all about reducing your toxic load. So read through those, take notes on what you can replace in your home to reduce your toxic load, and be sure you've got everything filled out in your wellness consult survey so that so you and I can talk about it one-on-one as well. Reducing your toxic load can be such a big step in your life, and I want it to feel really easy and seamless. So maybe you remember this from the intro webinar for the Find Your Freedom method. Maybe you remember this hopefully from week 1 or week 2 and all the essential oil intro classes I was giving you. While you might think the air inside your home is cleaner and safer than the air outside, unfortunately, this isn't always true. Oftentimes, indoor air is more toxic than outdoor air, even in major cities. Even worse, many of the products marketed as keeping your home smelling fresh actually spread synthetic chemicals and fumes into the air you breathe. So you might be surprised to know toxins like formaldehyde and benzene are commonly found in household products meant for cleaning and freshening the air. So while you think you're cleaning and freshening your home to keep you and your family safe, in truth, you're really being exposed to harmful chemicals, anything from candles to the little Glade plugins to all the stuff they make for your car, right? Oh, there's so many things, cleaning products, perfumes, right? There's so many, we're going to talk more about them, but they're full of chemicals and they're full of endocrine disruptors, which are hormone disruptors. So the good news, the human body has wonderful filters that can help protect us from toxins. However, when if we're exposed to too many toxins in daily life, that toxic burden or that toxic load can just become too great for the body to handle. So anytime you remove a toxin from your life, your toxic load becomes lighter and the body doesn't have to work as hard to protect you. So if you struggle with any of those off symptoms, especially with the break symptoms in your nervous system, you're tired, you're lethargic, you lack motivation, this could be a big part of it, right? Removing these things from your body it gives your body time back, right? It's almost like time freedom for your body, right? Because then it doesn't have to work so hard. With that lighter toxic load, we can feel so much better. Okay. So just notice you breathing right now. Just imagine or just notice yourself breathing. The air that you're breathing is what gives you life, right? We breathe until we don't anymore, right? By reducing our exposure to toxins, you're not going to feel so weighed down and you can live the happy, healthy life you were meant to. And if you can take control of your home, your wellness, and your well-being for yourself and those you love, this will really impact your life as well. So according to the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, indoor air, again, is more toxic than outdoor air, even in the largest and most industrialized cities. So how are these toxins getting into our homes? So let's say you're walking through the grocery store, going about your normal routine. You enter the fragrance section. It's large, right? The aisle with all the air fresheners and plug-ins and scented candles. And you stop, you look, you smell a few items, you add a few to your cart, and you go on your way. They might be inexpensive, might just add a few extra dollars to your bill checkout. But when you get home and you start using these products, they add, again, hundreds or even thousands of synthetic chemicals into your air. And what you want is for your home to smell clean and inviting, but instead you're using products with all these artificial chemicals that can actually and are releasing toxins, making your air quality worse, not better. Okay. So the National Resources Defense Council says that products in the US contain more than 80,000 different chemicals, and most of them are understudied or unregulated. So this is okay. So then you might say, well, what's the big deal, right? Well, are they really that bad? Again, we have this filter system for toxins, but constant exposure to them can have huge long-term side effects. Toxins cause huge imbalances in the body. your body looks at it and it doesn't know what it is. It's like it's speaking another language and your body doesn't know. It's like information your body doesn't know what to do with. And they have a really big impact on wellness, influence daily and long-term health. And the more toxins you're exposed to, the greater the toll on your body. So let's just talk about 3 simple steps you can implement right away to reduce your toxic load when it comes to the products you use in or on your body. Okay. So 1, we want to identify them. Number 2, we want to ditch them and switch them out. And number 3, we want to help you feel your best using natural alternatives. Okay. So your skin's your body's largest organ and one of its best filters, but the skin can have a hard time doing its job if you lather it in questionable products day after day. In that process of trying to help your skin look and smell and feel nice, you might be adding, right? It's like a sponge. So you're adding all these toxins and it's going, right? We have the biggest pores on the bottoms of our feet. And the essential oils go directly into our bloodstream in about 27 seconds, and we're off to the races, right? It's the same thing. This is why people recommend, in forest bathing, things like that, like go walking barefoot in the grass has a big impact on your mental health, for instance. It's the same thing. So perfumes, makeup, lotion, shampoo, many of these personal care products contain a lot of chemicals. And again, if you look at an ingredient list, they're going to be really long. And you can download the Environmental Working Group Think Dirty app, and you can scan most of the things that you buy. Not everything's in there, but it's a pretty large database, and see how toxic your stuff is. Okay. You want things that are in the 1 to 2 range. There are a lot of, like, especially makeup, guys, you scan certain makeup things and it's like they're at 12 or something. And it's out of 12. And that's a lot of stuff out there. So just start scanning things, download that app, it's free, and then just start replacing things. I really love Hourglass Cosmetics. There's a lot of nice beauty brands out there now that make much cleaner beauty products. So just start to do your research, and then I will help you with all the other stuff around your house. Okay. So, and also according to the EWG, American women use an average of 12 personal care products that contain more than 160 chemicals. I mean, this is like at minimum that women are using. That's an average. Men on average are using about 6 personal care products and that have more than 85 different chemicals, at least. I mean, I'll look at stuff that I used to use and they'll have 20, 30 different chemicals on one product. Okay. Natural deodorant, skincare products, hair care can be used the same way as you have now. So ditch the deodorants, especially if you have aluminum in your deodorant. You have to get that out of your body. You probably have a high amount of heavy metals in your system as a result, and that wreaks havoc on your body. doTERRA makes a great one with utilizes baking soda and essential oils and other things like that. And I find it to work really, really well. So you can switch that out. A lot of skincare products. doTERRA makes wonderful skincare products, and then they've got great hair care products as well. So you'll find all of that in your back office, and just start to trade them out, put them into your loyalty rewards order for next month, and just keep switching things out over time. It doesn't have to be all at once. Okay. And then ditching these fragrance-ridden synthetic personal care products, again, for natural alternatives, is probably one of the simplest and smoothest transitions you can make to reduce your toxic load, right? And I have loved replacing perfume with pure essential oils. And a little trick that I will, like a lot of us love like the Anthropologie candles, right? And they're nice, you might burn one once in a while, ideally not a lot or never. But they'll say what the different notes are in their candles sometimes. So maybe you go onto the website if you love one of them. And I saw an Anthro candle recently, and I was like, oh my God, these are all like, I could make this into a blend for an essential oil blend for my diffuser, and it would smell the same, but probably better. So, you can mix and match and use the roller bottles in the back office to make your own signature scent. Okay. Whatever you like using. Okay. And, the other thing that's connected here as well are autoimmune diseases. And there are a lot of autoimmune diseases that have connections to toxic load. And some people think the genetics are totally at play and how their bodies look and feel and operate. But what we know in the holistic health field and what the research says is that your genes are like the bullet in the gun, and your lifestyle and environment and the food you put in your body and the products you use on your body are the trigger. So genetics are the bullet, and lifestyle, food, environment, products are the trigger. Okay. So you don't have to feel like you're a victim to your genes, frankly. It's actually a fairly small part of the equation, as so long as you take care of yourself. Okay. You might not have great genes in various, maybe you might have a predisposition to a lot of different things, maybe in your family or whatever. But if you are diligent, meticulous, really take care of yourself, it's not going to be a problem. Okay. You can turn your genes on or off just based on your lifestyle. Okay. This is epigenetics. So don't underestimate the power of your lifestyle. You have a lot more agency and power in your life, and it's way more important than your genes. Okay. So number one, let's identify toxins. So I want you to open your bathroom cabinet, maybe bring this video with you, bring your computer with you, open your bathroom cabinet or drawer, and it'll take out the products you use regularly. Okay. Things like makeup, lotions, all the stuff in your shower, soaps, other skin and hair care products. They are notorious for mysterious and not to mention unpronounceable ingredients, right? So even products you use to help you sleep, clean your teeth, calm your stomach upset, or deal with issues like discomfort in your body can contain toxins that you want to really think twice about putting on or in your body. Okay. And as you look at and consider these everyday items, be sure to read the labels and check the ingredients. Again, chances are you'll find dozens of toxins that have been lurking in the products you use consistently. Now, I often hear when I talk about these things, I'll have people say, oh, well, what's the big deal? Like everybody, everything gives you cancer. That's not true. That is not true. And that really just indicates like a lack of commitment to supporting yourself and trying something new. Okay. To say that everything causes cancer, so why try, is like giving up before you've even started. It is not true that everything causes cancer. Absolutely not. But there are things, and there are a lot of things, especially in the United States, that do cause cancer. Okay. And so we want to start to take control, take our power back, and don't just say, oh, whatever, everything causes cancer, so whatever, I'm not going to try. That is not healthy logic. Okay. So once you've determined where your toxic exposure may be coming from, it's easier to plan for how you're going to lighten your toxic load. So when you go back, right, you can go back to the doTERRA survey that you filled out for me, the wellness consult survey that you filled out for me, so that we're going to go over that if we haven't already, and just make a list of all the products. What am I using right now? What can I replace? Okay. And then let's just start doing that, right? And this is why your loyalty rewards order is really great, because you can just have things on auto ship if you like. Again, you can always change or cancel your loyalty rewards order. That's not a big deal. But if you like, well, I just keep the things that I use in there frequently, and I just change them out. If I don't need more of it that month, I'll switch it to something else that I know I'm going to need soon. Okay. Number two, ditch and switch. So after identifying those common places where toxins are lurking in your everyday routine, again, it's time to make a change. So, I mean, the problem, right, is that you still need to wash your face, brush your teeth, soothe your upset stomach, you do all the things you do, and put on makeup, right? We still need these things. I'm not saying become a crunchy granola hippie. Although I've been one, right? There's still definitely a part of me that is a big hippie, but you don't have to be. This is not about that. Okay. You don't have to be like, guys, I was like using baking soda and apple cider vinegar once, and I had dreads instead of shampoo. I am not saying that. These products are very luxurious. They're not like, rubbing grass on your face. So just start to switch and think about, right, if you're having any resistance to it, like, oh, I'm going to be a crunchy granola hippie or something, like just laugh it off. There are millions of people using doTERRA products. They're definitely not all hippies. Okay. So just as an aside. So what's the solution? We still have to use all these things. Switching to these natural alternatives to the, you want to just switch them out again. You're going to ditch those old products and switch them for natural alternatives. You lighten the toxic load on your body, and you're going to start to notice a shift. Now, for instance, I was using some products, and before I knew I had celiac, and I kept getting these like pretty wild rashes all over my face. You could tell my face is healed now, but I kept getting these rashes and they were itchy, and it was gross. I won't talk too much about it, but it wasn't contagious. It was just that my skin was reacting to these products, and I went and looked it up. And for me, turns out I need to use all gluten-free products. And you can email doTERRA if you're like me and you have a question. You can email the product team. They've got the email at the bottom of the homepage, and you can ask them about whatever ingredients in there. They're wonderful. They'll get back to you within a day or two max. Okay. And then within a week of switching those products out, of getting rid of those products, I found all gluten-free products. I was using doTERRA products, that I hadn't used before, and my skin healed in a week. So if you're wondering, you're like, I have eczema, I have psoriasis. Like, I see all these commercials on TV about eczema and psoriasis, and I'm like, yo, the creams are not going to solve the problem. It's what you're putting in and on your body. Okay, so we've got to look at these things that typically Western medicine is just going to give you a cream for. I went to a great dermatologist. She's like, I don't know, here's a steroid cream. That was it. She had no idea what it was. Like, clearly it was a reaction to gluten in the products I was using. Okay. And, what's interesting as well is when I emailed that company, I was like, hey guys, do you know which of your products are gluten-free? And I didn't receive a response. This is really typical with a lot of these companies, just like the testing protocols with other essential oil companies, right? This is the same idea. They are not going to respond a lot of the time. doTERRA will respond to you like that. They say, yes, this is why we use that product. Like, they are so conscientious about it. And if you're like uncomfortable or don't know what something is, and you need to have it answer, question answered, email them. Okay. Unlike these other companies who won't share their testing results, right? The other essential oil companies, and then other skincare product companies that won't email you back if you ask if things are gluten-free, and they probably don't know. They don't even know. They're just like, whatever, whatever. They're not going to put a lot of effort into that. And I hear that a lot from people with celiac disease and other issues where they're needing to really know what's in their products. Okay, so ditching and switching can be a lot easier than you might think. So when one of your kids comes running inside and has irritated skin that needs attention, what do you usually use to help? When you've been in front of your computer for hours and the discomfort in your head and neck is getting worse, what do you reach for? When you spend too much time having fun outside in the sun, what do you use to soothe your skin? What about when you're having a hard time winding down for sleep? Or after a long day on your feet, or after a strenuous workout, when your muscles and joints are shouting at you, what do you turn to for relief? Okay, so these are a few areas of life where there's room for natural alternatives. So by replacing these everyday items with products that come straight from nature, you can still care for yourself and your family effectively. Okay, so going back to that list that I just mentioned, like, what are all the different products you might be using? Like, kid comes in and they've got a scrape or something, or you're sore from a workout, or you're trying to wind down. There's so many things that you can replace that are safer, cheaper, and more effective, okay, than the stuff that we tend to use. Like, I remember using Pepto-Bismol, right, because I probably undiagnosed celiac as a kid too. I was using Pepto-Bismol as a kid all the time. Doesn't work past like an hour. Sometimes it would make me throw up more. Okay, so we have to just think about these pieces. And now one of my favorite oils ever is DigestZen, because it does such a nice job. It's so effective at soothing any stomach upset. So that's just one example. So go ahead and make a list. doTERRA also has just come out with a new sun care line. So this is because I'm a leader in doTERRA. I'm going to take a whole training on this and I can share that all with you, but these are the sun care products. So there's a face and body mineral sunscreen stick, broad spectrum SPF 40, body mineral sunscreen spray, SPF 30, face and body mineral sunscreen lotion. Okay. And then the after sun. I'm a leader in doTERRA. You get these kind of extra perks. And then it's got a cute little doTERRA bag. So this is a great example of like doTERRA knows that there's so many toxic sunscreens out there. They want to make a better one, as they always do. They always want to do things better. So what can you swap? What can you replace? Stuff we use all the time. Okay. Okay. So again, we don't want to become like hyper vigilant and super stressed out about this. Okay. You can't control every toxin you encounter. It's okay, but you can control what you bring into your home. So don't stress too much about it, but do put an effort into like, what am I using now? And wow, what can I switch and ditch, or ditch and switch, right? And so once you have choices, and once you know about them and implement them, you and your family, whatever that looks like, can start to enjoy the benefits. Okay. A few examples of really important places that you can ditch and switch. So the doTERRA Cura line. Okay. Cura is Latin for care. And that's what doTERRA had in mind when creating the Cura collection. So this is designed to help you care for yourself and your loved ones naturally. So everything from stomach issues, sleepless nights, skin irritations, bodily discomfort. The Cura collection has a natural solution for every occasion. So it makes it simple. So you can just go into your back office, and look for the Cura. You can just search Cura collection. Okay. So the Cura collection includes Deep Blue for aches and pains, Past Tense for head tension, Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex. Now I give this to Lennon, my dog, because he sometimes can get a little slow, a little achy, and this really helps him kind of bounce back. It gives him a lot of energy. Safe for pets. You just have to give them an appropriate amount. He's 120 pounds, so he can have a full capsule. If you have a smaller dog, you're going to want to give them a quarter, a third. You open the capsule, just sprinkle a little on their food, and voila, safe for them. Not all oils are. Okay, so just be aware. Correct-X, I love. So you're going to see all these in the handout below, and the Reduce Your Toxic Load handout. So you can just pull that up. Correct-X is basically like Neosporin. Okay, it's like Neosporin, but uses just essential oils to help the skin heal. I have found that essential oils soothe my skin, let's say, in a third of the time. Okay. It comes with a frankincense. Yay. You can use this is wonderful for your skin, frankincense. You can massage in the bottoms of your feet before bed. Take 1 to 2 drops under your tongue. Remember, that's one of our daily habits, or in a veggie cap to support healthy cellular function. The Cura collection also comes with Tamer, which is stomach solution for children. It's gentle oils for them. The Breathe Vapor Sticks, so it's like a Vicks vapor rub. That Digestin soft gels are great for travel. Digestin Terrazyme. So this Cura collection is really great, right, for things you're going to be using on a day-to-day basis, right? Peppermint beadlets. If you haven't checked out the beadlets, they're just like one little drop of oil. They somehow have turned them into a little beadlet. Kind of remember those mints that were like that, and you would just bite them and it was like, whoa, it's a mint. It's a little liquid inside. So that's what these are. There's peppermint beadlets, and then in the Cura collection, and also there's On Guard beadlets separately. So those are great. And that's a great way to freshen your breath. The doTERRA peppermint is like, it'll wake you up pretty quickly too. It comes with a lavender, it comes with On Guard throat drops, which are great for travel and to support your immune system through travel. And then doTERRA Serenity Rest Bowl Complex soft gels. Let me just say a thing about the Serenity soft gels, y'all. My mom has had the worst sleep issues her whole life. Almost nothing has worked. She's tried every pharmaceutical, everything. She's tried all the pillow spray. She tried everything. Okay. She's put water features into her bedroom so that she can have like the sound of a waterfall. I mean, I kid you not, the woman's done everything. And she has found that the Serenity soft gels work for her. Okay. And this is somebody, again, with horrendous sleep problems her whole life. Okay. So if you've really got to, struggle with sleep, and you're an adult, I like to take 2 Serenity soft gels and 2 Copaiba soft gels at night. That's pretty strong. You might just start with 1 of each, see how you feel, maybe just 1 of the Serenity even, and see how you feel. Okay. And adjust it accordingly. Okay. So the second, doTERRA Abode line, we've talked about this already. It is the absolute best. Again, people's homes are about 5 times more polluted than the air outside of their homes. So they created the Abode oil blend, and then they studied it. So this is just the essential oil itself, the Abode blend itself. And they studied it against 5 strains of very harmful bacteria that can be in our homes. And the combination of oils in the Abode blend killed that bacteria. All right. This is a pretty easy study to do. I actually did a science fair project studying bacteria in middle school. It's pretty funny. I somehow managed to win the science fair. I don't know how, and that never happened again. I'll just say that I didn't become a scientist per se, but there's these studies. It's pretty simple to see how much bacteria is in our home and what kills it. Okay, they've been using petri dishes since at least the early 1900s, I think. Don't quote me on that. If any of you are scientists, I don't remember, but we've been doing petri dishes to study the growth of bacteria for a long time. Okay. And remember as well that there's a whole On Guard cleaning line too. So you can see whichever one works best for you. I really like the Abode line because they've kind of they just kind of done it for you. It's really easy. You just add the concentrates to the glass bottles. Voila, it's so much cheaper. It comes to your house. I don't have to think about it. Remember, time freedom, automate, delegate, eliminate, automating these things. People will say, well, I use the natural products from Target or Costco. And I'm like, yeah, but you have to go every time. You got to wait in line. It's a waste of your time. Really, don't waste your time. Get everything that you can get shipped to you, that you can automate. Do that. You're going to get your time back that way, and then you can build your life. All right. So don't waste your time. If you can automate these things, it's one of the best things you can do. Automate your groceries, automate your cleaning, automate everything. Okay. So the Abode line again, and remember, and back to On Guard, right? On Guard, they have found kills, is actually more effective than Lysol. Okay. So back to the Abode line, they've got the biodegradable laundry pods. They've got dish soap, they've got the dishwasher pod, they've got hand wash, hand lotion, multi-purpose surface cleaner concentrate. Okay. You mix it again with water in the glass spray bottles. You can get those bottles from doTERRA. Again, you don't want to use plastic. Remember why? You remember? We don't use plastic because the essential oils will eat them. They're that powerful. It'll eat the plastic up and it'll leach plastic into what you're using. Then we've kind of defeated the purpose because now you've got little plastic chemical-y things all over your house now, right? In microscopic form. Okay, we don't want that. They put them in concentrate so that they could use less packaging. They're easier to ship. So you'll notice that they come, the little cleaner concentrates, they come in little bottles that are this big, and they're all recyclable. It's easier on the environment, and all the food grade aluminum that they use, it's all sealed, so it's not going to leach out into the product. Okay. The glass bottles you can recycle, and they're already made from recycled material, right? And the glass bottles are gorgeous. So you don't have to look at these like ugly plastic things anymore in your kitchen, like your soaps and it's all going to look gorgeous and clean. Okay. 90% of plastics as well, just FYI, can't be recycled, and they'll outlive us and our grandchildren. Okay. Aluminum can be recycled indefinitely. All right. So, yeah. Again, many dishwasher gels can leave a residue on your plates. I've definitely noticed that, which means that you're then eating those chemicals. We don't want that. Talk about toxic load. The dish soap from the Abode line works just as well as all of these regular ones that you'd buy, and they don't have all the toxins. I've never seen any streaking. I've never seen any residue. My dishes come out totally clean. Same with the laundry. Just be sure with the laundry pods that you get them back you don't want to kind of stuff it in there. You want to be sure it gets, it makes contact with the water so that it dissolves. A few times I've stuffed the laundry too much, and the pod didn't make contact with the water, and I found it and I had to redo it. But that was user error. It's not because the pods don't work. So just be sure that you've got enough space in there that the water can dissolve the pod. And again, you can also use the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. They're both highly effective. They just smell differently. And the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate you can use for literally everything. You know, I've heard of people even using it to clean, you know, to clean their whole walls like a magic, the magic erasers. Okay. Again, doTERRA's deodorant is natural, but it works. So again, you're not going to smell like, you're not going to smell funny. Okay. And let's see. Okay, and then for the hair care line, they've got a protecting shampoo, they've got a daily conditioner, they have a leave-in conditioner, and then they've got multiple skincare lines. So the Virage skincare line is all about looking youthful, we'll say. They're really nice, they smell wonderful, and they're clean. Yarrow Palm is a blend of yarrow essential oil and cold pressed pomegranate seed oil. Okay, so Yarrow Palm offers really powerful internal antioxidant support. It comes out in this like gorgeous blue color. Okay, here is my Yarrow Palm. They make different sizes of this. They make a big one for your body that you don't take internally. This one is the smaller one. It's in this gorgeous packaging, and it's safe to take internally. It activates skin protecting proteins when you take it internally that inhibit elasticity breakdown. Okay, so if any of us are out there using injectables, things like that, right, for our face, Yarrow Palm, cheaper than Botox, cheaper than filler. Okay. So it promotes collagen production. It's really powerful. They also make the Cellular Beauty Complex. It's a little pill, so you can take it that way as well if you don't like to. I'll show you. It's got this gorgeous blue color because it has blue tansy in it, right? Blue tansy. No. So it's this gorgeous blue color, and you can literally go like just like that. Now my teeth are gonna be blue. Okay. Okay, so Yarrow Palm is really great. Okay, so you've got skincare. They've also got you know, so just explore in the back office. You're gonna see under all the personal care, skincare, Yarrow Palm, hair care. Okay. And see what they have and see what might work for you. Of course, there's all different kinds of hair texture, all different kinds of skin texture. So you just need to see what kinds work for you and your body. Okay. Okay. So a few more ideas on how to reduce your toxic load. One, houseplants. Adding houseplants to your space can help purify the air. Things like snake plants, pothos, spider plants, ferns. I've got a ficus tree that I love. Chrysanthemums. These are just a few that are really good at removing pollutants from the air. So take advantage of the benefits of nature and maybe even improve the aesthetic of your home. I love having my plants. They really add a lot. Okay. Regular cleaning, y'all. We need to be cleaning our houses. Okay. If you have it, maybe it's a goal for your financial freedom to be able to hire somebody to clean your house for you once a week, every other week. Okay. I'm going to do a whole other segment on green cleaning, give you tons of recipes. There's like an incredible, now that we have the Abode line though, I don't even know if I need to do it really, because you can do so much with the Abode line. You really don't need me to tell you what to do with it, but nonetheless, I will share with you. But regular cleaning again. So do you have help with this? Are you cleaning your house regularly? Are you changing the filters in your house, in your car? Okay. These filters need to be replaced anywhere from monthly to yearly, depending on where you live, and your filter and system. Set a reminder on your calendar or your phone, and to be sure that you're replacing your filters so you aren't breathing air that's traveling through that dirty filter. Okay. I used to work out in the desert, as many of you know, as a wilderness therapist, and I was off-roading all the time. And I would go in, they would pull my filter out. I would be like, so like embarrassed, even though it had been like 3 months. But it was that, if you're in a dusty place, you got to just be cleaning those things out. Okay. Also, dust and particles accumulate on carpets, drapes, furniture, and pretty much everywhere else. So dusting and vacuuming regularly will improve the air in your home. Okay. And then, so we want to be sure we're cleaning. And again, if that's feeling out of reach for you financially to have somebody come and help you, make it a goal, right? Depending on where you live, it might not be even that expensive. And it can really take a load off if you've got somebody coming to help you and they're professionals and they're probably better at it than you, unless you're a really good cleaner and you like doing that. I don't. No. So I would rather have somebody do it and then I kind of keep up in between. Okay. We want to let in fresh air as well. Just like how you feel good when you take a big, deep breath of fresh air, your home really benefits when you open the windows and the doors and just let that air in, let things circulate. And that can really help improve the ventilation in your house. Get rid of candles, get rid of candles, get rid of candles. If you like the ambiance of them, there's great, inexpensive plastic ones on Amazon. I use those in the winter and I'll put them around in different things and decorate the house with them. You can make them look really good. But they're just little fake candles and they're great. And they have tons of toxic fragrance. As we've talked about 100 times now, the candles just have so many toxic fragrances and they can be just as bad as the Glade plugins, especially if they're cheaply made. If you're getting them at like Home Goods or Ross, don't waste your money. Just don't. Give them away, throw them away, and let's start replacing them with the oils. The oils are cheaper. Remember, if you look at the cost per drop, they're cheaper. Okay. Now, if you do want to make candles, you're on your own using your oils, you can make your own from soy or beeswax. And it's a fun project. I've done it. It's a little tedious. I wouldn't frankly do it again, but if you're like, gotta have my candles, like use your doTERRA essential oils, make them from home, everything that's going in them, and then you're not breathing that in. Now I've been asked about those little, I don't remember what they're called. Like you put a candle in underneath, and there's this like fragrancy thing on top. I remember using them. I don't remember what they're even called now. But anyway, you're like burning the fragrance on top with a candle underneath. And this is like toxic fragrance that's then being heated. That is like even worse. So if you have any of these things, just chuck them, please. Don't worry about the money. Try not to worry about the money you spent on them. It's worth it to throw them away. Move on with your life, please. Okay, use your oils. Diffuse your oils. If you've got multiple rooms in your house, just keep adding, once a month, every other month, add a new diffuser, just put it in your cart for LRP the next month. And diffusing the oils is one of the easiest ways to freshen the air. And again, instead of using the candles, the air fresheners, the hot fragrancy, whatever junk, use your oils. Okay, when you want to safely, naturally scent your home. You really want to avoid exposing yourself and those you care for to any of this stuff. Okay. Also Febreze, right? All of the stuff, Febreze, all the sprays. No, get it out. Okay. So again, like we've been talking about, pure essential oils are incredibly potent. So it only takes a few drops to fill an entire room with their aroma. I mean, I can't even tell you, like one bottle, a 15 ml bottle is 240 drops. They last me so long. Okay. Where I remember like burning candles and it's like 30 hours of burn time, but I'm really like, I could go through a candle in a month and it'd be like a nice $30, $35 Anthropologie candle, so it's just way more expensive. And the oils are much safer for you. Okay. Also, the Aroma Essentials collection from doTERRA, you'll see it as a kit in your back office. Lovely if you like having different things to diffuse. Okay. Again, buy a diffuser once a month, every other month until your home is stocked with them. Then go around nightly. We talk about this in the daily habits, or every morning, and fill them all up. Add your oils. Just keep oils next to each diffuser. Easy. Okay. And then diffuse them all day. I love, like right now, you can see my black diffuser. That's the Volo diffuser, or the Onyx diffuser. They've got at least they did. I think it was out of stock for a little while, but they have so this guy, right? Right there. Right? That was hard to do. So that black diffuser back there, it's kind of got this, like, it's really pretty. It's like got a marble. You'll see it looks better online. And then they've got a white marbled version. They're gorgeous. I've got that running right now. And I've got, which one? Sunny Citrus, which is a new blend. So it's like citrus oils and a little peppermint. And then I added rosemary, and rosemary is great for focus. Okay. So if you know you're working from home, or you're at your office and you need to focus, yeah, the rosemary and the peppermint and the citrus. So good. Okay. So, okay. And then check out the toxic load and air quality handout in the handouts of this module as well for the oils you can use to diffuse. And again, that Aroma Essentials collection is great. So when we're talking about a toxic load, it can feel overwhelming to think about how many toxins you're being exposed to just by living, eating, drinking, cleaning, or breathing. Like everything that you're doing, right? If you never consider the amount of toxins you're exposed to each day, that's okay. Do not beat yourself up. Don't give up because it feels too hard. It's really easy. This is why I use doTERRA, because it's easy. Okay. And as discussed, the body has wonderful filtration systems to protect you, but we need to give the body a break. So now that you know how many toxins you're around, you can't go back. Right? Once you know, you can't go back. We got to know where they come from, how to fight them. You start to ditch and switch, and you're on your way. Okay. So don't overthink it. Just keep replacing things over time. Eventually, your whole home is just going to be totally natural, and you're going to feel way better. Okay. So they're just, so again, these toxins are just part of life. You just do your best. And you're on your way to a better, healthier life. See you soon.